Welcome to episode 76 of Sorry for the Delay. I'm your editor, Mia. This week, the boys are talking about the challenges of road trips, including annoying drivers and the discomfort of long hours in the car. Sean shares a humorous conspiracy theory about daylight savings time, suggesting it stems from a time travel experiment gone wrong. Finally, they discuss the nature of dreams and the accountability someone has for actions taken in them. Plus, a hot Cheeto shaped like an anime lizard. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Sorry for the Delay. We are your hosts. My name is Sean. This is Joshua. And Joshua, this is episode 76, I think.
Yep. Yeah,
okay.
76. Yeah, we made it.
Wonderful. And just like every episode, my dude, how are you doing this week?
I'm good. The plane is at 30,000 feet right now. TSA let me through.
Off,
yes. Yeah. TSA let me through. My baggage did fit above, and it was the proper space. So I'm feeling great, and we should let people know this is another night episode.
Yes, another
just
night
in
episode.
Case we throw some shockers or some things that's kind of like, what the hell did they just say? Yes, we're recording at night once again.
That's when things get crazy. The night episodes always get crazy, especially towards the end. So if you make it to the end, it's like a little gift. It's like a little, sweet treat, I guess you would say.
It's like a bonus. It's like a whole other episode, right? It's like a whole other episode. Once you make it past like minute 45, it's like a whole nother
all
episode.
Bets are off, baby.
Yeah, it got like right now. What are we like PG-13 or like what is the lowest
maybe.
PG?
Yeah.
Like what
PG,
is it?
Probably PG. We're definitely not G. Though definitely probably in the PG-13 range, I would say, for the start of the episodes. But then after you get to, minute 45, you get more to like the late night Cinemax. You know what I mean?
It kind of turns into like middle's like kind of like soft porn. And then towards the end, it's like BDSM. It's like full on choking each other, licking each other's feet and shit. It gets crazy towards the end. And then we hit you with some other stuff at the end. Maybe we get lucky, but. Yes, I'm feeling good, Sean. I'm
glad, man. I'm glad.
Got enough oxygen going to my brain right now, I think.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
I was going to ask about your CO2 levels, man. Like, so you got to be careful with those CO2 levels, man.
I haven't checked those in a while.
So,
I had blood work done. I don't know if the CO2 level shows up in the blood work.
I don't think it does. But hey, I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV.
This is true. Yeah.
All right. But, hey, what are you drinking? What's in your cup today?
Yeah, so like last week, I kind of, I've been liking these late night whiskey pods, so I'm sticking with the straight whiskey.
Okay. Right.
I don't know if you could tell last week, but I got another frosty mug right here.
Fucking cold ass mug.
Yeah, it does our little glass. What are these called? Like highball glasses or whatever this thing's called?
Yeah, I think it's called highball glass.
Yeah, so if you notice, last episode there wasn't as much whiskey in this one, so I don't know. I really hope I'm not drinking an alcoholic because there just seems to be more whiskey every single week we do this. So that is what's in my cup.
Every week just gets harder and harder. That's the problem,
Yeah, by the time we get to like 100 or all these episodes we're doing, like this glass is I'm just gonna have the whole bottle in my hand probably with a straw in it or some shit.
Sips, just fucking.
Yeah, it's just straight. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah, I'm drinking a straight whiskey. Sean,
nice,
what about you?
Nice.
What do you got over there?
Hey, so we had a viewer suggestion, and I was like, okay,
all right.
I'm gonna add it to the list. So
give me a shake.
I have the viewer suggestion. It is Happy Dad hard seltzer. All right,
Happy Dad. All right.
Never had this before in my entire life. It's gonna be the first time I'm having it, but I am a connoisseur of the seltzers, specifically White Claw. So I have another White Claw here to do a comparison, a side-by-side comparison. Now, I just chose Black Cherry because that was the most convenient one I could get to do a comparison with because these Happy Dads come in a 12-pack, and so I didn't want to buy 4 different flavors. So I just ended up getting the one White Claw and the Black Cherry. So it's not my favorite flavor, but for comparison's sake, I will compare. So I'm going to go ahead and open this and hope it doesn't explode on me because I kept it in the freezer for a little bit.
Jesus.
No, we're good. We're good.
That's when they're the best, though, right? It's like the optimal temperature.
Oh, yeah. It's like negative degrees in this bad boy. So here we go. This is the first time I'm trying this. So wish me luck. Let's find out. Also, it smells delicious, so I'll give it that. I'll give it that right off the bat.
And the can just hit his lips. That was kind of a baby sip.
Ooh,
but
interesting.
maybe enough.
Okay, all right. This has like a really weird, like medicinal taste to it, Joshua. Like if you were to have like if you were to have the leaves of a cherry tree and you crushed them down and you swallowed them with maybe some baby aspirin or something like that. That's kind of what this one tastes like. I will get back to you on other. I mean, it's not off-putting. It's just medicinal, if that makes sense. It just has a weird medicinal quality to it. So, I mean, I'm going to drink it. It's not bad, but definitely not like the black cherry on the White Claw end. The black cherry for the White Claw, let me go ahead and give you some tasting notes on that real quick, Joshua. Hang on.
Okay.
Yeah, sweet, a little bit tangy. Tastes as if you cut open a cherry and were consuming its flesh. So this one tastes like cherry leaves, which, again, maybe not your thing, but it's not bad. So there's that. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah, I kind of want to, if I know we can't do it now, but something strange happened when you put your lips on that can. It kind of your lips turned. It looked like you were wearing lipstick right after you drank that. I don't know if it's I don't know, like were you wearing lipstick when you started the episode?
Don't ask, don't tell. Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah, maybe the cherries rubbed off on those beautiful lips of yours, but something's different going on with those lips.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna. Actually, the more I drink this, the more it kind of grows on me.
Growing on you, in you, running right through you.
Yeah, there's something about it. It's not bad. It's unique. It's different. It's really eye-opening here.
Yeah, well, we do different well on the show, and the reason why we do things so differently, Sean, is because last week, I brought up a gripe.
Yes,
and this week,
are you venting again?
I have another.
Is this just
gripe.
a beginning segment? It's just Joshua's vents.
A pet peeve, a gripe,
right.
just something that kind of just bothered me a little bit.
Sure.
And it kind of came up because today is actually Wash Your Nose Day, Sean.
Wash Your Nose Day.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
Today is Wash Your Nose Day. And for those, Sean had a little tickle in his nose before we started recording. And I was like, oh, this is perfect.
Pretty hard.
The writing was on the wall. The universe had spoken. Sean's nose already had an issue when we got on. So my issue, and the way we're going to celebrate this is I need to ask you a question, and maybe even the people who listen want to get involved, because I kind of find this a little bothersome. Sean, how do you feel when somebody walks up to you and they just got a fat booger in their nose?
Well, Joshua, to be fair, I am taller than most people, so I can barely see people's underneath noses, like their little nose cavity. So I don't really see people's boogers as often as you would think. So if I could see someone's huge boogery nose, I don't know. I'd kind of feel bad. Like I'd probably be like, "Hey, you got something in your nose," kind of thing. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much the gist of it. I mean, what's your gripe with people's noses?
Oh no, well, I mean the gripe is I've seen many people like talking to their friends. Like I would be the third wheel in this situation.
Yeah. And
they're talking to their bestie, and their bestie's just smiling at them like nothing's going wrong, and they got a big old dangler just hanging off that. It's just dangling. It's dried up. It's been there a while, so they probably like walked, from their car, to do the fucking mall. You know what I mean? They got far enough for that thing to dry up and sit there and hang off of one of the longest hairs coming out of their nose, and people just kind of let that happen. So I guess I just want to say, if you have a friend or somebody you see walking around with the booger, and you just and you happen to point it out to them, and they get mad at you, because I know people get mad about this shit. Personal hygiene, people get mad, right? I mean, and if you point it out to them, do somebody that service. I think it's a kind gesture to let somebody know they have a booger, because if I had a booger, and if anybody listening had a booger, I promise you I would be the booger police, and I would tell you that you got one.
Good guy, Joshua. Always letting you know if you got a booger hanging from the longest nose hair Appreciate that, my dude. Appreciate it.
So this is my gripe. I can see you see all the time. Just don't let people walk around with things hanging out the nose. It's kind of mean, man. It's not cool. So they're like hitting on somebody. So they're like, trying to go in for a date or something. They just met somebody. They got a booger. It's not cool.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Hey, are you a fan of people eating their boogers? Since we're on the subject of eating, subject of boogers. Like, have you ever ate your boogers? Like, is that a thing you've ever done?
This is where if we had a third person in this room right now, they would have quickly Googled the calorie and the benefit to eating your boogers. So chat, somebody, I don't know, put the calorie count on a booger because I have no idea and my fingers do not type that fast.
Nobody's doing that. And if they are, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So we're transitioning into like the PG. Started nice. Now we're kind of getting into
Also,
booger
he
talk.
avoided the question. Everybody, he didn't want to answer the question. He didn't. Have you eaten your own boogers?
No, I stopped doing that.
Okay.
When I was in kindergarten, some shit.
I mean, but did you though? Because I never ate my boogers.
I think the flavor of your boogers change as you get older. So if you're eating your boogers now as an adult, you're just gross. You're breathing in like concrete and just fucking smog. I mean, the quality of your booger is no longer like organic. You know what I mean? It's not something you want to just chew on and just hold on to. It's not a piece of gum. You don't flavor that fucking thing.
I mean, you could argue that boogers are nature's gum.
Nature's green gum,
the human gum.
Just the gift that keeps on giving. It just runs. You pick one out and you just put another one in.
It's freaking gross. Sorry, I brought it up.
Right? Yeah, wrap up the booger talk, man. Jesus.
Anyways, all right, buddy, you ready to move on?
That's another thing. Yeah. So you ready? Should we move on to the one of the?
Let's move on to the chat with us section of the podcast. The real meat and bones, the meat and potatoes of the
meat and bones. I was like, is there a meat and bones?
I'm double fisting White Claws and fucking seltzers. Don't listen to me. It's late night.
And bones? Are you all meat and bones? Where's the potato? It's a sad meal. Oh man, Sean's hungry.
Sad about the
He's got dinner. You still got to make dinner.
I still got to make dinner. Joshua has a smash burger waiting for him in his little oven over there. What you don't see is Joshua has a little oven right next to him underneath his computer desk right now, and he has a little smash burger, and it makes me so hungry.
Yeah. And this week, if you're curious, because if you heard that little snippet last week, my zipper is up today.
Yes, it is. His zipper is up. I can confirm. When he sat down in his chair, I can confirm. Anyways, buddy, let's see. What are we talking about today? We have road trip time travel. Mm-hmm. Okay. The next one is who hijacked our sleep. All right. One after that is dangerous dreams. Ooh, that's curious. All right. And the last one is are you an unk?
Yeah. Which I got to point out, that was a suggested topic from one of our listeners. So we love when people suggest things for us to talk about, and then we look for your feedback as always. But yeah, Sean, road trip time travel.
Road trip time travel. All right, what you got, boy?
I have to ask right off the bat because we got to give people context for road trips and which one of us loves it and which one of us hates it. So. Sean, would you like to go?
Is that even a question?
Would you like?
Is that even a question?
We might have brand new listeners, man. They might look at us, go, "Which one will you find in the woods road tripping? Like literally on mushrooms road tripping?
Which one would you find in the woods road tripping?
Road tripping. Huffing on smog. Sipping on tailpipes. Yeah. Like which? Okay. So people.
For the record, going on record here on episode 67.
And he said it backwards. He said it backwards.
Oh, sorry. My bad.
76.
Dyslexia. 76. Episode 76. Hi, my name is Sean, and I do not like road trips, as you can tell in my face and in my voice. This is Joshua. He loves road trips. Absolutely loves them. Loves them. So there you go. To clarify to all our new listeners. Thank you for listening, by the way. I don't know how you found us, but thank you. Appreciate you being here.
So my curious question beyond that, and by looking at your face, that has nothing to do with you road tripping. I mean, you have a beautiful face. I would think that you just love getting in a car and eating bugs off the windshield and shit. You look like
I look like I eat bugs.
That loves to be either behind the windshield or on the front of it. Like, you look like that person. So I'm just curious, like, what is the worst thing? Because, I mean, I guess I could say this before you tell your side of it. We just got back from like a 14-hour road trip helping some of our good friends move, which we saw Sean up there as well. But Sean, unfortunately, I'm sad about it. Sean hasn't made his way down here yet, but some of our good friends did. And we had a great time on this road trip, 14 hours long, just having a great time. Can you tell, Sean, like, what about road trips? Like, just, I guess, some bullet points, why they suck.
The first reason why road trips suck is that they're always too long. Like, especially when you're getting to the last point in your destination. Like, for example, you were on that 14-hour road trip.
Yeah.
But I bet you from the time that it was going to be, quote unquote, 2 hours to your destination, it probably felt more like 4 hours. Like, because that end portion of a road trip just sucks, man. It's just time draining because you want to go home or you want to reach your destination, and it's just that last little bit holding you back. So that's the first reason.
Okay.
Second reason is people on the road are fucking idiots. Like, no matter where you're driving, no matter what state you're in, there's always going to be an idiot driver or multiple idiot drivers who make you fear for your safety. So that's my second reason. Like, I'm all for putting yourself in cool situations, but I'm not for putting yourself in dangerous situations. So there's my second reason. And I'll give you a third reason, Judge. I'll give you a third reason. My ass hurts every single road trip. Like, I cannot sit down for a long period of time, whether it be on an airplane, whether it be in the fucking driving. Like, it's just so painful to sit for that long. So there's that. Also, in taking a shit. If you got to take a shit on the road, that's just god awful. Like, god damn, man. The restroom, like, and then you're adding time. See, now you got me going. Now you're adding time to your fucking road trip because now you got to go to the restroom, and that fucking sucks. Because then you have to go off the fucking road, go find a Shell, go find a gas station, go find a Starbucks, find whatever, go shit in the woods, and that just adds more time. So then it feels more longer of a road trip. So there you go. Those are your 17 reasons not to take a road trip. Fucking sit down on your goddamn couch, put a fucking fan on, watch a POV video on YouTube of a road trip someone else is having, and just enjoy being home, having a drink, getting a BJ, whatever you want. Like, you can do that. You don't have to go out there and experience the world. You don't need to. There's bad people out there. So,
yeah. I mean, I guess because my memory, like listening to you, I got lost halfway through it, but I just want to walk back two of them. Taking a shit on a road trip does kind of suck. I mean, if you're somebody that's regular, I'm not saying I'm irregular, but if you got to blast out that freaking brown hole consistently, in between stops, and you got long stretches of road where there isn't one, and you got to rely on a bucket, like some kind of orange bucket on the side of the freeway, because those fucking things are everywhere. Rightly so. They are kind of shit. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. That's fucked up. And the last one I can recall hearing was Sean's butt. I've seen this man's butt.
Yeah.
And to get that thing,
it hurts.
and that Prius that he has, it's probably not comfortable. He's not on an air ride. He's not a trucker. He's not floating on magnetic fucking anti-gravity. This feels good. It's like a massage on my butthole as I'm going down, driving for 14 hours. Like, Sean doesn't have that. So I get it. Yeah. That is pretty annoying. But here's the reasons why I love road tripping. Literally road tripping. Because I think road trips are a good time, especially if you like the people you're going on road trips with. I think it's a good time to connect, to get to know somebody. And the other thing that's really great about long road trips is your exposure to podcasts like these. Right. Yeah. Things that can just knock off an hour of your time, and just like, where the hell did an hour go? So leading me to like road trip time travel, for me, when I go 14 hours in a car and I listen to, say, this podcast, or I listen to another podcast, when you start rolling these things out, it doesn't really feel like you're on the road for 14 hours. it's kind of like it's like a movie for me. Like I feel like it's the best way to experience America, going up and down the coast and you get to spend it with friends. So I love road trips, and it really does for me. Sometimes it feels like you're traveling through time, because you could be in Washington, in minute 1, and then 14 hours later, you're all the way down in the middle of butt crack, California. So I kind of enjoy it. I think it's fun, road trips. Maybe one of these days we'll get Sean to go on a road trip as some kind of like torture. Maybe we do some kind of torture run for Sean for the podcast. Just like
Jesus,
tie him up with duct tape and feed him through a straw or some shit. Yeah,
I would shit my pants instantly.
That's why we would do it, because that makes the content.
Dumb. Not happening. Keep your road trips. I'm gonna sit down here with my POV and just watch that shit on YouTube. So I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, it's fun. So if you're worried about road trips, they can feel like the time goes by fast. Just find a couple voices, find something you're really interested in. And I think I might talk about it next week. There was a podcast that we did listen to that kind of astonished me in a couple different ways. Like after listening to this podcast, I kind of felt like my vocabulary is back in elementary school. There's a whole lot of shit going over my head. I had to like use a thesaurus and pull up the fucking dictionary and highlight some words. And, so maybe I'll talk about that one next year. Yeah, it's kind of interesting stuff you come across. But that's my whole road trip time travel. Sean?
All right. Cool beans, my dude. Cool beans. I'm glad you made it safely from your road trip. Like, it's real cool. So thank you for making it back home.
It was good. It was great.
Yeah, I'm glad.
We'll talk more about that next week too. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Fuck you then. All right, we don't want to talk about it now. All right, let's move on then.
I want to get to your topic because Sean texted me this. This came. I like when Sean gets organic with things. Because he doesn't do anything organic. He doesn't trust grass.
Not on here.
Fuck, that's not real grass. He doesn't trust shit.
I love fake grass. Fake grass just feels right.
Especially when your back itches, it's more stiff. You could scratch.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Get that itch. Anyways, this was called Who Hijacked Our Sleep, Joshua? Mm-hmm. So daylight savings time, I believe, just happened, is about to happen. I don't remember what episode. I don't remember what date this is coming out on. So daylight saving time is somewhere during this month, right? And I wanted to talk about something, Joshua. I got to take us on over to a little spot I like to call Conspiracy Corner.
I love Conspiracy Corner. This is when it gets good.
So right off the bat, I'd like to point out that conspiracies can also be called fringe theory, depending on who you talk to. But for right now, I didn't feel like editing the graphics, so it's just conspiracy theory. And Joshua, I want to tell you, Joshua, I'm going to tell you about the time travel glitch cover-up, my dude. Daylight savings time, Joshua, is a Band-Aid for a 1918 time travel experiment gone completely wrong, Joshua. Scientists accidentally fractured the space-time continuum, and now we spring forward to hide the rip, Joshua. Have you heard about this theory?
No, I have not.
Is this making any sense to you?
No, but you did just add another gray hair to my already existing head of gray hair. So
this
lay
is
it
what
on
I'm
me.
saying, my dude.
Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. So get this, buddy. Get this. The suspicious origins of daylight savings, right? Daylight savings time was first implemented in the U.S. in 1918 via the Standardized Time Act. It was to save fuel during World War I by maximizing daylight hours. Okay? But, Joshua, but, here's the but. Why 1918, Joshua? Coincidentally, it was the same year Nikola Tesla allegedly published a lost paper on temporal harmonics, and the U.S. government began secretly funding experiments into the quantum physics. Historians quietly admit that the real push for daylight savings time came from a classified project called the Philadelphia Chronologically Initiative, a supposed attempt to manipulate time and gain an edge in the war, my dude. So, I know it's a big ask, right?
Unpack it a little bit. Yeah.
Big brain theory, right?
Yeah, you
big
threw a lot out there. Yeah,
I know.
Go step by step here.
So let me talk about this leaked document, right? So let me talk about the Philadelphia chronologically disaster, right? According to the leaked documents, Joshua, conveniently lost in a 1920s library fire, scientists in Philadelphia attempted to create a time bubble to spy on enemy plans using
bubble?
Tesla's theories and early radio waves. They aimed to peak 24 hours into the future. So here's the glitch, buddy. Here's the glitch. This is what happened. So on March 31st, 1918, days after daylight savings time began, the experiment allegedly ripped a microscopic fracture in space-time, causing a localized time loop. That trapped a clock tower bell ringer in a 1-hour repetition of his day for 37 years. He was only freed, Joshua, when daylight savings time was temporarily abolished post-World War I. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. But let me go even deeper, buddy. Let me go even deeper.
You're already
deep.
deep. I mean, you're 12 inches deep.
We're not,
and how
we're
much
not
deeper
deep
you need to go?
enough, Joshua.
Okay.
Mia, put the conspiracy music on for me, please, and thank you. Thank you. Joshua, here it is. Here's the evidence, okay? Clocks, confusion, quantum residue. Here's a fact. Humans are notoriously bad at adjusting to daylight savings time. Studies show increased heart attacks, car accidents, and workplace errors during the transition, Joshua. During the transition, here we go. Smoking gun, baby, smoking gun. In 1997, physiologist Dr. Albert Faxman published a debunked paper in the Journal of Temporal Anomalies, claiming that the atomic clocks in Philadelphia still stutter by 1.3 nanoseconds every March. Coincidence, Joshua? Coincidence?
Nano.
No.
Down to the nano.
No coincidence here, Joshua. No coincidences here, my dude. Listen, now there was a whistleblower. And I'm giving you a lot of facts and a lot of figures and stuff like that. There was a whistleblower, though, buddy. He had a testimony. They called it Operation Hourglass. And here is the testimony. Here you go, buddy. Here you go. Testimony is in 2004, a Reddit AMA user by the name Time Bandit 1918 claimed to be the great grandson of a lab assistant on the Philadelphia project. He shared declassified notes written in Comic Sans, naturally, of course. The fracture could be close, only patched. Couldn't be closed, only patched. So we sync our clocks to its rhythm. Spring forward, fall back. It's not a policy. It's a containment protocol. Sorry, excuse me.
Condemnment.
It's a condemnment. Yeah, it's a condemnment protocol.
Got it.
So, Joshua, you got to ask yourself these questions, right? You got to think like a conspiracist. Like, think like me, buddy. Think like me.
Let me put my tinfoil hat on. Okay.
Why? Why do we still do this, buddy? We got to wake up, We got to wake up. The government wants you to blame your March grogginess on circadian rhythms, but the truth is out there and rather out of time. So next time you spring forward, Joshua, remember, you're not losing sleep. You're paying reprimandations for a 106-year-old scientist oopsie. So there's that. That's the big who hijacked our sleep, buddy. It's not just because the fucking farmers want more hours for their fucking crops. No, Joshua. It's because there was a science experiment gone wrong. And now we're trapped in this fucking 1-hour loop. So will we ever get that 1 hour back? No, Joshua, because this is why the government keeps pushing for people to keep that 1 hour. So, there you go. I'm off my soapbox. That's all I got to say about that. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. Hopefully you could follow me on that. So appreciate it.
No, I mean, I want to dive deeper into this, but I think it's about that time in the episode. We just hit the 30-minute mark. Unless
did we just?
Our DJ went somewhere else and we forgot to pay the guy. The AI.
Our DJ is always here, Joshua. Our DJ is here.
Spin
Mia,
it.
thank you for playing the conspiracy music. I appreciate it. But let's jump into the AI song for the week, Joshua. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. Everybody just keep on listening. You know how this goes.
Yeah, spin it. Drop
Joshua, this Oops, let me close this. This is our AI radio. So if you want to hear this song in its entirety, head on over to sorryforthelate.live/AI radio, and you can check this song out. Joshua, this song is called Stolen Hours, and it's having to do with my conspiracy about hours being stolen.
And before you play this, though, I got to say one thing. I've been getting feedback on these songs. From the last one, I people were talking about it. Just got to say, people. And they were on board with how that track hit, how it landed, the whole process of it. So great job to whoever built that algorithm.
Feedback.
Yeah, positive feedback.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, positive feedback on it. They might even make love to that song is the feedback I got. That you know what I mean. There could be babies being made from these tracks. So if you feel like you got to get closer to a loved one, maybe put one of these songs on. Could create a special moment.
Yeah, well, here you go. Here's your next lovemaking song. It's
Or
called
not.
Stolen Hours.
We'll see.
Fucking enjoy.
Stolen minute in my case.
Midnight whispers, clocks unwind. I pocket an hour like a thief in the night. Seconds slip through the cracks of June, but I steal them back for a dance with you. The world won't notice, the gears won't cry. Just one more moment where time's alive. I'd rob the sun, hijack the moon, to pour your name in the stolen tune. Oh, these stolen hours, they bend and sway. I trade the years for one more day. Your laugh's the clock, I can't rewind, but I'll steal the stars if it buys us time. The calendar bleeds, but I don't care. I'll vanish April, suspend the air, 'cause every second I take from the gloom is a heartbeat saved for our love in bloom. We waltzed once in a frozen year. Your lips a season I'd always fear. Now autumn's greedy, spring's a snare, but I'll filch the dawn from the solstice glare. They call it cheating, call it crime, but your hands are worth the hands of time. I'll crack the sundial, melt the snow, just to keep your shadow from letting go. Oh, these stolen hours, they bend and sway. I trade the years for one more day. Your laugh's the clock, I can't rewind, but I'll steal the stars if it buys us time. The calendar bleeds, but I don't care. I'll vanish April, suspend the air, 'cause every second I take from the gloom is a heartbeat saved for our love in bloom.
All right, Joshua, how'd you feel about that one this week?
I like that. I was grooving to it. That was good.
Yeah, it's got a
We're
nice little
going into
funky
spring,
vibe
summer.
to it.
Yeah, like spring, summer. That can get you, a reason to put your shorts on, go outside and, get a tan, some shit.
Tan? Yeah,
know.
really?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I thought that one was fun. I wanted to go with a more obviously I wanted to keep with my conspiracy theory on the whole fucking
that was not
government work on
conspiracy
that one.
That wasn't that vibe.
Sorry if I went so long-winded on that one. I just wanted to get my point across on that. But
no,
I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something fun with that one.
I mean, I'm on board with that conspiracy theory. Because we've been doing this daylight saving things for a long, long, long time. And I get, in California, weren't they talking about getting rid of the daylight savings?
That's the problem, dude. That's the problem. Like, they've all been talking about it. They've all been talking about getting rid of it and blah, blah, blah.
That's the thing.
Big government, bro. Big America.
Oh, big America. Big America.
America.
Yeah. Is that star that kind of is like hidden on the flag? You know what I mean? That one extra star that you just don't see.
What you don't see, exactly. It's that they have the star around the flag, but they cut the flag out from that star. So, you don't see that part.
It's like cropped out. That big America star.
Yeah, but anyways, the song. Sorry for the delay /AI radio. Go check it out in its entirety. Listen to it. I think I said the wrong URL last week, so I apologize. But sorry for the delay live. It's all right there. Just find it.
Nice.
But I wanted more of like a spring funk song, and it gave me that, and I literally rendered like 13 tracks before getting on, and that was the only one that kind of spoke to me a little bit. And that's kind of what I like.
So you don't. I mean, that wasn't the type of song that'll get you and another person in the back seat. I mean,
it has a vibe. It definitely has a vibe.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. The last song made that. Maybe through this podcast we were creating families. Families are getting bigger by the music we play.
Okay, well,
nope.
Hopefully, maybe. I mean, yeah, sure. Fuck it.
Use
Why
protection.
Not?
Forget it.
Don't use protection.
Don't grow your family.
No, make a family.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Send us the pictures. Let us know. Jesus. Let us know your family.
We are at minute 36. We are getting into the soft porn part of this, as I mentioned earlier.
Oh, this episode's not going to be monetized.
Well, it's what it is. Let's enjoy it.
Man. All right, let's move on. Joshua, I'm curious on this one. Dangerous Dreams. What is this about? You getting shot in your dreams again, or what?
No. Dangerous Dreams, man. Because I think all of us, I mean, for the most part, I think we dream. It's like the REM sleep. There's all these states of sleep, right? REM is supposed to be the most important one. I think they say REM is the dream state, if I'm not mistaken, which I could be, because I'm sometimes not mentally capable of understanding these things. But I think REM sleep is supposed to be the most productive, your dream state and all that. So with dreams, right? Like, we may have talked about this in the past episode, right? But if you happen to commit a crime or say cheat on a loved one,
sure,
or just do something that's out of character in a dream, and you just feel the need to wake up and like tell somebody about it, like you're just like, dude, I got to get this off my chest. I just dreamed I was a pig, humping an elephant. Like, I got to tell somebody about this shit. You know what I mean? Like, just like, fuck, dude. I got to tell somebody about this shit. I'm not into bestiality, but I had this weird fucking dream, dude. And I'm over here like, looking at what does a pig, what does an elephant mean? What does a snake mean? I'm like, what the fuck?
And you're just concerned because it felt good. And you're just like, whoa.
Yeah, you woke up.
Step back for a second.
You woke up warm. You woke up fuzzy. It was the best night of your sleep. You were like on a brand new fucking bed, even though you're sleeping on a box. It was like, it just felt good. So like my whole thing with dangerous dreams, like if you have a dream that kind of gets a little into the weeds, you do something inappropriate or whatever, and you wake up and you tell somebody like, and they judge you for it. Is that like, is that kind of fucked up that somebody can hold you accountable, put your name on the whiteboard, give you a mark on your fucking review because you had a dream that was like kind of weird,
questionable. I mean,
yeah. And you tell them about it. You tell them about it. You know what I mean? Like I was sucking on toes last night in my dream. Like, does that make me weird?
Do that every week. So, like I think it's more messed up on the person that you're telling's part if they're judging you for your dreams, because then that's somebody you probably don't even want to tell about anything. You should probably just cut those people out of your life, to be honest. Because I feel like dreams are very intimate, like they are.
I mean, they are.
They're your subconscious, either giving you an answer or kind of downloading from the rest of the day, or just creating something amazing. And so if you share that with somebody and they just basically give you shit about it, then fuck those people, fuck those people, get them out of your life, push them away. That's my saying on this. So,
yeah, I kind of think the same way. Like dreams are like movies, they only last so long. There's a beginning, there's an end, there's the climax, there's like all this shit that happens, but it's just a movie. So you can't get too wound up in like it being your reality. But it's kind of weird that somebody can judge you. Like say if your loved one woke up, your significant other woke up and they're like, I had a dream about you cheating on me last night. And then for the rest of the week, they're fucking mad at you. You're eating fucking TV dinners. You don't even have a microwave. So you're eating fucking basically a frozen rock because you can't even heat the shit up.
Those people, you need to break up with them. That's negativity you don't need in your life. Fuck it. If you want their dreams to become a reality, Joshua,
what if you love them?
You make their dreams a fucking reality, Joshua. You go out there and you make that dream a reality because you care about them and you want them to make their dreams come true.
So you want it to be true? Like you want the dream that you're like a snake slithering through fucking the desert, fucking a rock. You want that. You want me to really be dressed up as a snake, a furry, and just wiggle through the sand and just go fuck a rock. And then today, guess what I did? What I dreamed about, I did. I don't think you do that. You don't make your dreams a reality, man.
That's not
Come
what
on.
I'm saying. I'm saying
That's what you
if your
just said.
significant
You said
other-
that.
I'm
Make that
saying
shit come
if
through.
Your significant other. I'm saying if your significant other has a dream and is you cheating on them in their dream, and they're mad at you about it, I'm saying you need to go and make their dream come true.
So go
and
cheat.
You need to go out there and go cheat, because then you're helping them, because then you're making their dreams come true. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying go make your dream come true. Like you go out there and fuck that snake rock or whatever. Like I'm saying you go make their dream come true.
Fucking the rock. Like, yeah, get it right. You're gonna retell the story, tell it the right way. But okay, so you're on board with like you can't be held accountable for, like if you have a dream and you share it with somebody and you just kind of like
you can't be held accountable for what you share with somebody. Right? I would say
no. Wait. I think we disagree there. I think you can be held accountable.
Well, let me finish my statement. You can't be held accountable for what you share with somebody about your dreams. Okay, about your dreams. Nothing else.
Okay. Let's clarify. Let's clarify what Sean just said. You can be yes.
You can't be held accountable for that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That's not gonna hold up in court.
Yeah, dude, you can't be out there doing that. I mean, you just got Okay, so for
the record, that's all I got on that, buddy. That's all I got.
So you can be held accountable for what you say. Okay, so want to be clear. What's going on here?
Well, yes. Okay. But we were talking about dreams here.
Okay.
Right? Just putting that out there.
Context is everything, folks. Context. Rewind the tape if you need to know where that started and where it went and how we got here.
I can't wait to see the short on this one.
Yeah, they're working on it as we speak. As we do this, shorts are coming out.
Fuck. All right.
There you go. So okay, dreams, man. I love dreams. I'm glad I can dream because dreams are fucking awesome. So
hey, I'm happy to have my dreams back, by the way, thanks to my CPAP machine, which you want to have a button to kill me.
Wait, is that CO2 that they pump into you? Is that helping your levels?
No, it's just
CO2?
fucking air, bro.
Air?
It's just air from the outside world. You could fart next to my CPAP machine, and I'd probably breathe it in. So
can you like oxygen bars in Vegas? Can you like hook a little extra up to that thing and just suck in some,
I mean, maybe you
dandelions or some bullshit?
You suck in some dandelions? What the fuck?
I don't know.
It's fucking. The fuck?
I don't know.
The most fucking.
I know, right?
Egregious flower, weed. Some people call them, but. Sucking that up through my little CPAP, you're crazy. You're crazy, dog. You're crazy.
No, they're nice. Like, I mean, this could be a gripe. Dandelion, they're pretty. Dandelions, they're nice.
They're all right.
Flower,
they're not the fucking best thing.
I mean, I know they mess with people's allergies and stuff, but I mean, they're cool. They're a cool looking thing. We need dandelions. Make dandelions great again. There you go. Hashtag 2025.
Great again. Jesus Christ. Anyways, moving on.
All right.
Are you an unk?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. So this one came to me via
a dream.
Some kind of via. Yeah. From a listener. So an unk, right? An unk. Sean, are you an unk? Do you know what an unk is? Do you know the definition?
I don't think I'm old enough to be an unk. I think I'm still at that point in my age where I'm not old enough to be an unk. I think you classify as an unk though, because you are about as old as dirt. So I think you are an unk.
So an unk, okay. Well, here's the thing. So you can be a legitimate uncle, which you are.
Yeah. I am.
You are a legitimate uncle, and I am a legitimate uncle as well. I have nieces, nephews. Like I am a legitimate unk. So do you think it's fair to call somebody an unk? I know it's slang. I know it's fun. People just doing what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think it's like kind of like fair to kind of just call somebody old in the most slang and kind way by calling, you know what I mean? Like you're just kind of softly letting them down, like you're too old for me. Like you're an unk, I can't date you. You know what I mean? Like it's a soft way of telling somebody you're old.
No, I think that's fucked up. I think you call somebody an unk like that to just be disrespectful, even if you say it in like a lighthearted way. I still think it's disrespectful. I think you're better off just clearly stating, hey, you're just too old. Like, I think that's better than calling me an unk.
But don't unks like get respect though? Isn't that like if you're
sure.
like like an unk? If you're just like an old guy, you're like withered, you're broken down, you're like you're just old. Like, doesn't that when you call somebody old, doesn't it just make you sound broken? Like you're
No.
fucking, you know,
At least not to me.
record skipping a beat, you know, like you're not on track no more. You're just sideways.
No, I don't know. See, it comes down to personal preference. Because for me, if you just called me old, I would be like, yeah, I'm definitely old. But if you called me an unk, I'd be like, the fuck you trying to say? You trying to go outside? What's up? Like, you trying to throw down? What's up? You know, like it's different. You know, it's different.
I think an unk's kind of fun. I mean, I don't know. Like you're sure. Taking it that. I mean, I think it's kind of fun. There's all kinds of other shit they could just call you. You know, but I thought it was I could dig unk. Like if somebody called me unk, like if I was like, hey, what's up, unk? I'd be like, hey, what's up, blood? You know what I mean, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like I would just like I don't know what to say back. You know. For the record, Sean calls everybody blood. That's why it's in my brain. He's already downloaded that shit.
So I personally don't think that you would like people calling you unk. Like I think you would find it offensive after a while. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I get where you're coming from with the like it could be like a sign of respect and shit, but I don't know. Most of that shit is all derogatory. You know, it's all negative shit. So I don't know.
Like it's underlying, just like kicking you while you're down.
Underlying, yes, that's the thing. Kicking you while you're down, kind of shit. So, I mean, if I'm old, just fucking say I'm old. That's enough said. You don't need to call me any other words.
I'm old. Yeah,
like it'll cut me the same.
That's true. That's true. I mean, most of us just act our age or not our shoe size. What's it saying? Act as old as you feel, or whatever.
Act as old as you want to be. You know.
Yeah.
It's Neverland in my head. So
yeah, just don't be creepy and go hang out in playgrounds. Just don't be that.
Well, that's weird.
Old person. Yeah.
Although,
oh god,
they make adult playgrounds. They make adult playgrounds, so I'm not sure where the mentality lies on that one.
It's called Florida. So, they got flamingos. They got pineapples.
That's what it's called.
They got all kinds. They got loofahs hanging out people's cars and shit. It's called Florida. It's the land of the pervert.
Speaking of some weird shit, did you see recently that a hot Cheeto in the shape of Charizard sold for like $86,000? $87,000?
Yeah.
That's fucking insane to me, dude. Like, what?
You think somebody put that together, though? You think that's one of those that use red hot Cheeto glue?
I saw the picture and I was like, this just feels like an artist created this. Because the hot Cheeto shape, like the shape of a Cheeto,
that's big.
Is big, right? It's like it's a unique shape, but it can also be mimicked, you know? It could be done if you have a good enough artist. So I think it was probably fake.
I think they need to carbon date that bitch like you do dinosaurs. You know, pull that shit out of the fucking acrylic.
Bring them out. Bring out the scientists. Let's go.
If that doesn't have the rotten ingredients in it like all the other hot Cheetos do, I know they fucking just made that shit up.
Yeah.
I need that to be carbon dated for $87,000, and if I'm buying that, it's like that fucking banana that somebody sold for $500,000. There was a banana on the fucking wall.
On the wall, yeah. With duct tape, yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid, man. That's not art. That's just somebody taking a dump and just selling it as it's something special. It's fucking a dump.
Us on this podcast. Hey, thank you for listening.
Yeah, this is hardly a dump. There's a whole lot of nutrients in this podcast.
Oh, fuck. All right, buddy. Let's start to land this motherfucking plane. I think the stewardess are back there getting fucking hammered on the freaking burpees that are back there.
Probably.
So let's do some fun finds. Let's do some fortunes. Let's do some lucky numbers. Let's fucking throw all of the kitchen sink at you here on these last few minutes. Joshua, what do you got this week? What are your fun finds? What are you showing the people?
All right. So for my fun find, we love Funkos on this podcast. So if this is your first time showing up on episode 76 or 67, like Sean said, whatever the fuck you want to read that number.
However you want to read it.
Episode, yeah, however you fucking interpret that. Could be as whatever you want. So episode 76, I'm dropping a fun one. I'm dropping a good one because this came back with me. This took 14 hours to get here. We went in there before closing time. We went to the Funko headquarters to buy this. And it's funny because this one is exclusive, and I can prove that because of the sticker that's on the front of this right here. It is Mr. Bigfoot himself with a Funko headquarters exclusive.
There you go.
Right here.
Speaking of fucking conspiracy theories, Bigfoot, the one conspiracy theory that is true.
Yeah, this thing's fucking sick.
It's a pretty good one. I actually don't even have that one, Joshua. Like, I need to pick that one up. I mean, it's there all the time because it's the Funko exclusive, like, store one, but I still haven't gotten it, so I got to get that shit.
So because it's real quick, I got to ask you, because you're like the Funko like connoisseur. If you need anything rated on, you know, when it comes to Funkos, hit Sean in the DM, send them to him. You know, you might not get them back, but he will rate them for you.
I'll rate them for you.
Yeah.
It'll be like the people who send the cards in. Like, send your Funkos in. You may not get it back, but I'll rate it to you. I'll rate it for you on this episode here.
Yeah, we'll totally put it up on the podcast. We'll show it. Hey, thank you for sending this in. We're going to rate this shit. Could be a new segment. Who knows? Send us some shit. But I'm curious because this box got a little creased.
Yeah. Devalued.
What do creases do to box?
Devalued. Instantly. You're looking at probably like 15%, 20% off. Like, depending on the size of the crease. Yeah, you're looking closer to 25, 30%, depending. Okay. Water damage is easy 30% off. So
Jesus, fuck it. I hate road trips now. Fuck that. Fucking crease my box. Take it all back.
Hey, I'd like to point out also, you got your cup. You got your Nacho Daddy shot glass. So for anybody who was worried about that, Joshua does have it now. I don't know where he fucking put it, but he's got it. So just saying, he forgot it. Now he has it. Not my fault anymore. Not my fault.
I do have it. It's true. Sean, when we went up there, Sean did give it to me. Put it in my hand. I don't know where it's at. He's right. But it did make it down here somewhere. It's got unpacked. Nice. I haven't even unpacked yet. Maybe we'll talk about unpacking after a trip. Maybe it's a fucking other thing we talk about. But yeah.
There you go, buddy. Hey. Oh, also one more thing. Hey, congratulations to the winner of the Universal Monsters figurine thing. We finished that sweepstakes out, and the winner is getting their prize. And as soon as Joshua confirms that they got it, we'll announce who the winner was if they want that. We don't have to, but hey, congratulations, you won. That's awesome. And we will be having more sweepstakes throughout this year. We'll probably do a summertime sweepstakes with a little bit of merch going on for that. But stay tuned for that. That'll be really fun. So thank you again. But Joshua, let me show you my fun find and the art for the week, if that's okay with you.
Go for it. Slide over.
Here we go. Joshua, I don't want to say I called it, but let me just say I called it. We got this man, Stephen Curry, some motherfucking help. This is his latest Funko drop, by the way. I did not have this one. So when Joshua and I went to the Funko store, I saw this there. I was like, this is the one I got to have, and I got it. So there you go. This is Stephen Curry. Got him some help. Thank you, Jimmy Buckets. Appreciate that shit. About to win chip number 5, baby. Number 5. Next to that is the artwork for the week. And you may notice that it's a Christmas theme. And that's mainly because when we got these postcard arts, it was Christmas time. But I figured being all together and being all pretty and stuff like that, it fits well with the Jimmy Buckets and Steph Curry kind of aspect to it. You know, everybody's friends and family here. But this is by an artist who just goes by Henry, and he's a Seattle local, and a lot of his stuff is up on like murals and stuff around the city, so it's really, really cool. So, but there you go. There's your artwork for the week, and thank you for getting Steph some motherfucking help. Appreciate it.
I gotta say one thing though. You know,
sure.
You got called out for the speed of your.
Oh, that's right.
The twirly thing. I think Sean's got that thing like kicked up to fucking 12.
Always.
So next week, before we even get to this part of it, I'm gonna ask Sean to turn the thing down, because
I'm sorry.
I know who Steph Curry is, but the way that thing was moving, that could have been Michael Jackson in that fucking thing doing Thriller spinning and shit. I don't even know who the fuck that was. Got slow that
here, buddy.
Down.
Here, let me. Is this better? Do you like how slow it's going now?
That looks
Does that
good.
make you feel
See,
good?
now you've properly respected the Curry.
You're right.
You know,
here you go.
You get the
Here's
profile,
my Funko
the
for the
on.
week. Stephen Curry, thank you for getting him some help. Jimmy Buckets, appreciate that. And your artwork for the week by an artist named Henry. He's all in Seattle. Here you go, buddy.
And in no way, shape, or form was that the second take. That was not the second take. Totally organic.
Oh man,
that just happened naturally.
So here's the thing, Joshua. So with my little stand there, so the little spinny thing that he's on, I have to charge that every time, and when I charge it, it forgets what setting it's on.
Got it.
And so when I come on to here, I always forget to turn it down. So it would actually be helpful if you did tell me to turn it down, because then I would turn it down. It would make it.
I'll put it in the cliff notes over here.
There you go. Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
Yeah,
so
I'll put it up.
Let's move on. Let's do our fortunes for the week, buddy. What are we doing this week? What do we got?
I think we're still. I mean, I bought these things. We got to get through them, man. I think last week we did a boozy? I think the drunken.
It was a boozy. Yeah, it was a boozy.
The drunken fortune, the boozy fortune.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a little boozy with it. It's been a whiskey night, so let's kind of have a little bit of fun. Sean's sipping on his White Claw and Big Daddy or Grow Daddy.
Happy Dad
over there.
Which again is still growing on me. I don't hate it. It's not bad.
His lips have been getting redder as the podcast have progressed. So if you're just listening to us, slide over to YouTube because you can watch the transition of Sean's lips from whatever color they were in the beginning to the end.
Head on over to Sorry for the Delay.live and you can see it there too. It's all the same shit. Sorry for the Delay.live. We pay for that shit, so just go to it.
We pay for it. He's like, we pay for it. Yeah, nothing's free, man. You go to some place and you're like, can I get a straw? And they're like, yeah, it's free. You just bought a fucking soda. It's not free.
Right. It's not free. Everything has a cost.
Nothing's free no more, man. The gas to get there, nothing's fucking free. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go for your dirty. I mixed it up. It's your dirty fortune for March 11th. This episode.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
67. Haha, 76.
Funny man.
Yeah.
I wonder what we're talking about on 67. Now I gotta go look that up.
All these clowns, not enough circuses. These two guys found ourselves here. Jesus. All right.
Oh shit.
Here's your fortune, man. Yep. All right. Oh, this day just passed. Your Valentine's Day turns 5-star after you're rear-ended by your Uber driver.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, is that like a sex joke? I think that's what that breaks down to.
I think it's supposed to be what it is at this point in the podcast. I think we've hit the hardcore BDSM, and your Uber driver just harassed you and just rear-ended you. Yeah, because you didn't give him a tip. He got out and just rammed you.
Well,
there you go.
You got to pay your dues, I don't remember what the saying is. It's like grass, ass, or pass, pay. Fuck, I don't remember how that saying goes. Anyways, Joshua, I'm going to give the lucky numbers out for the week.
Hit us with some numbers, man. Let's win. Because one of us already won this year. Let's get another winner in 2024. Or
2025.
Yeah.
Fuck. 2025. You're a year behind, buddy. Sorry.
All this backwards speaking.
Oh, man. All right. Here you go, guys. Here are your lucky numbers for the week. Feel free to use them for whatever nefarious reasons you would like. But they are 1, 5, 15, 24, 27, 32, and 37. So once again, your lucky numbers are 1, 5, 15, 24, 27, 32, and 37. Joshua, we're coming to the end of another episode. 76 episodes in the can, my dude. And I don't know if I'm ready for your monologue. So
this is the best part of the podcast. When I stutter, I step on my own tongue. I talk about a bunch of broken shit that nobody even hears or cares about it, or I break people's hearts. Like, this is the part of this. This is why you buy the book, for this part right here, the last part of it. This is it.
All right, my dude. Let the people know what's going on this week.
Let the people know.
Let the people know.
I'm just going to keep it simple, man. I love all of you guys. And congratulations, like Sean said, to the winners of the sweepstake. We love the participation. I got one of them that I'm personally going to hand out to somebody that did win, which is pretty fucking awesome. So if you listen, if you watch, whatever platform you use, we love all of you guys, and we love your feedback. And send us some shit. We'll put it up on the podcast and let Sean review it. We'll see what the fuck he has to say. See if he gets his words right.
Wants my reviews.
You know what I mean? You might give a good one. Maybe a whoopee cushion. Sit on that bitch and let that nice butt of yours just let it go.
I like it. All right. I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought. That was a better one for this week.
I didn't even write it down. It wasn't even scripted. I think it's better when it's not scripted, honestly.
Oh, man. All right, buddy. Hey, like Joshua said, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. We do really appreciate it. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. All the typical YouTube shit. Check us out on our website. Sorry for the delay.live. yeah, congratulations to the winner of the sweepstakes. Again, we're going to be doing more of that later this year, so it's going to be really fun. But I think the last thing I have to say, or second to last thing I have to say, I will put the full conspiracy, so you can read all of it, in the description below. That includes on Spotify, YouTube, and then on the website as well. So you can read the full extent of my conspiracy on daylight savings time, because that'll be fun. And Joshua, I think that's all I have for this week. I can't remember anything else, so nothing is sticking out with me. I'll listen to this later and regret everything. So there's that. Buddy, you, me, one road trip, Mickey D's. Let's hit those chicken McNuggies and call it a night.
Cheers, buddy.
Yeah. All right, guys. See you next week. Deuces.